All right, let me see if I can get this one done. This is what, the second or third take of this, because people keep interrupting me with these phone calls, and we all know that I just do this right off the cuff. I want to go over a couple of things that was brought to my attention, mostly by my wife. First of all, she got on me about my beard. She said if I'm going to be in front of this camera, I can't go around looking like Snoopy's country cousin with the scraggly beard going over my lip and stuff. People, I apologize. I only get a haircut every 2 weeks, not every week, because man, that barber bill could be a beast. Second of all, she got on me about my lips being chapped, little ashy, you know, looking like my knuckles, almost as if I've been punching a brick wall or something, and just losing my mind doing that. And I apologize for that too, because it's below 70 degrees out here in Texas, and my body don't like that. Anytime the temperatures drop below 70s, I'm like a reptile. I don't want to move nowhere. I just don't want to move quick. I just want to sit somewhere warm and be cool. Oxymoron. Anyway, I'm Marcus Thompson, the creator of Boss Life, the daily vlog that pretty much records my daily life of trying to become a boss. And the way I'm going to do that is through entrepreneurship. Not saying that you have to do it through entrepreneurship, but that's the route I'm going to go. One last thing I want to talk about before I get to today's subject is I went over a couple of one of my videos, and one thing that annoyed the heck out of me more than anything else, and it's one thing that I do pride myself on, is the way I compose myself, the way I talk. I always use the word and to me, when you use the word too much, it kind of makes you sound stupid. It doesn't help the message go fluidly. I hope that's making sense. So I'm gonna be more self-aware on that note, so I can speak better to you guys and not drive you crazy. So if you hear a few pauses here and there, that's just my mind. It got that pixie sign. I'm reloaded, I'm rebooting. I'm trying to catch up with what I'm trying to say. So if I get, I have some pauses here and there, that's why. I don't want to sound dumb in front of you guys. I want to try to sound as intelligent and as well put together as possible. Okay, with that being said, let's jump into today's subject, into today's subject, which is resilience. A lot of y'all know who Mike Tyson is. He's the guy, the world famous boxer. And he always said one of the biggest quotes he ever had that he's famous for is saying, everybody got a game plan until they get hit. There's a lot of variations. A lot of fighters don't use that before. Some people say you got a game plan until that cage closed. That's for you UFC fighter fans. You got a game plan to that bell ring. That's so true. And what I mean by that is you just got to have resilience. Whenever you take that first hit, when that bell first ring, you got to have enough self-aware. You got to believe in what you done practice in to get you through. And what I mean by that is that I have tried to start at least 5 to 6 different businesses in my life. I done failed for one reason or another. Rather it's because of poor paperwork, I overlooked some things, or because of funding, just not enough money, or it just wasn't how would I say it? There was no market, no real market for it. And since there was no real market, there was no real future for it, and I couldn't expand to where I wanted to go. Because how can you finish something when there's really no beginning to it? And so with me starting this new business in front of you guys, holding myself accountable, that's what I'm trying to get to. Is I'm losing my thought. I'm sorry. Somebody on a forklift done passed by waving and stuff. They whatever. But anyways, like I was saying, this is another business that I'm trying to start. And I'm trying to make this one really prosper. Because I believe this is the one. This is the one that's going to get me over the top. This is the one that's going to make me independent from a real life of working for somebody else. This is the one that's going to set the little birdie free. And I say this to y'all because some of y'all are out here doing exactly what I'm trying to do. And I'm going to tell you, if it doesn't work out for you, don't stop. Whatever you do, do not stop trying to free yourself from the 9-to-5s, from the rat race, if that's what you want. If you want to set yourself up in a position to become somebody's CEO of a corporate 500, or I mean a Fortune 500, then go for it. You might want to be a CEO for Microsoft. And if that doesn't happen, that's fine. Go see if you could be a CEO of a AT&T, of a Verizon. You know, we all can't get there. Everybody can't be winners in the same exact way. We're gonna take our butt kickings. That's what I really want to get to. That's the point I'm really trying to get to. We all can't be winners, and we all gotta learn how to take a good butt whipping. Trust me, I done had some butt whippings in my lifetime. I done had to take plenty of L's. Whether I'm street fighting with somebody as a kid, or if I'm playing video games, whatever. We all gotta take our lumps in life. I'm the type of person who gets back up because I like stronger character. Sometimes I'm not looking for a winner. I'm looking for the person who can pick themselves up. I like a person who go through adverse things and at the end come out still feeling like a champion, who's still willing to go back in and say, hey, life, give me some more. Give me some more shortcomings. Give me some more disappointment. Give me some more oppositions. And you know what? I'm going to meet it head on. When it calls, I'm going to scream at it through the cell phone. If it knocks me in my grave, I'm going to resuscitate and I'm going to come back and throw it in a headlock. I like them type of characters. That's why a good friend of mine named Cooper, I love him to death like a brother. I done seen him fight a guy one-on-one only for the guy's homies try to sneak punches in. You know, they felt falling out of doors and stuff. It was a mess of a fight. My best friend pushed the guy back into the to the gym to make it one-on-one again, dusted himself off. Now he done got kicked in the ribs by somebody else who's just trying to get in some sneak attacks. He dusted that off, got back in there and fought the dude as hard as possible. Dude was winded. Dude didn't want no more. Dude thought he had won. You know, he done pushed my homie out, got on top of him, fought him. His other homies got in there, sneak attacks. And he's like, yeah. You know, he feeling himself. He feeling victorious. Until my boy got himself up, dusted himself off, opened up the door and said, no, this is far from over with. You still got to fight. You still got a long fight ahead of you. And the look on this man's face told you how this fight was finna turn out. You know, this guy was a weightlifter, was a football player. And, you know, he breathing hard, shirt torn. And he just feeling like Hercules at one moment. And when that door pops open to a smaller guy who's telling him, don't leave just yet. We still gotta fight. We still gotta do this. We are both still standing, and that's unacceptable. So we gotta finish this task at hand. Let's do this. Let me tell you, the guy was bigger, stronger than my friend. physically. But at that moment, he became yay high and yay big. He was like a mouse in a trap, trying to get away from a cat now. Imagine that. And it started from the neck up. I always tell people, when you fight, when you play sports, train from the neck up, because up here would dictate what all this from the neck down. It would tell them what to do and how to feel. And my partner, I'm pretty sure he was sore and bruised to a degree, which he was. But the fact that he could just shake it off enough to say, hey, you got to give me some more in order to keep me down. And let me tell you, when my boy went back in, he went to work. He was a scrappy something. And because he kept coming and coming and coming at old boy pretty much threw in the white flag. He had nothing left to give. Nothing. His muscles were failing him. His mind was failing him. He was pushed to a brink that he thought he would never see before. Physically. Because he mentally was weak. Too weak to handle what was being thrown at him. To a point where his boys, who cheap shotted my friend on a coup, had to come in and say, hey man, that's it. He had enough. Think about that. He outlasted all that. They thought he was about to take this L. And in my boy's mind, it wasn't going to be no real winners or loser. It was just going to be a lot of pain inflicted. And if there is somebody standing afterwards, then so be it. If they both were going to go out in an ambulance, then so be it. But whatever it takes, he was going to get his point across of that guy's going to hurt. If not as much as me, it might be more than me, but not less than me. Because he caused this ruckus and he needs to learn this lesson. And it means necessary. Wins and losses are out the door. This is principle now. And I say that to you guys today because that's the mindset you have to have when you're starting businesses or when you're trying to get to a place that you've never been before. Because now you're going up against oppositions that you've never seen or heard before. You're going to have it come at you at all angles, and your personality, the type of person you are, will determine how you get through it. That's what this story is about. That type of resilience. You might not want to get out of bed and do X, Y, and Z, but the kind of person you are is going to push you out that bed and get it done. Just freaking get it done. I hate getting out of bed, coming to this man's clock and doing this man's work. But one thing I do love doing is these videos, telling some of these stories. I do not like doing a video without telling a story. I like sharing stories. I'm a storyteller by nature. So when you got that kind of resilience, it's very hard to stop you. When you just keep getting up, keep eating more crow, spitting in the face of those who oppose you, you become a beast. You become something of none other. And when you start breaking people's wills in that manner, so you can get ultimately what you want, that's powerful, man. That's true strength. That's something that you damn near have to be born with. You can learn it, but it takes a particular person to exert it in a day-to-day life. Woo, I'm almost at 15 minutes. I didn't mean to go that long. But people, that's what I'm talking about. And that's part of being a boss in life. Knowing that oppositions are going to come. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It ain't if it's going to come, but when it's going to come. And how you handle that, the decisions you make in the midst of trouble will determine the outcome and it will reflect who you really ultimately are. I'm Marcus Thompson. Once again, thank you for coming today. Leave a like, share this, comments. Tell me what point in your life you have met adversity and you stood up in the face of it. In the face of it, you backed it down after a while. Let me know. I'm pretty sure we all got a story to tell, and I'm curious to see who actually has it in them to really make things happen in our lives. Boss life, baby. Y'all have a good day.